Raw chicken and fish driven around the valley in the back of a pickup truck for nearly an hour in 100-degree heat.
And it could end up on the table at your favorite restaurant. That is what our chief investigative reporter Morgan Lowe found out, and he is here with us tonight. Morgan?
CNN, Chris, we spent 3 hot, sunny days watching restaurant workers deliver perishable food across the valley, and how some of them are doing it could make you sick. It's 11 o'clock on a Monday, and we're pulling into the parking lot of a Valley restaurant supply store. This is a busy place. Buttermilk. We see restaurant workers and owners wheeling out kitchen supplies and perishable food. Some are headed to refrigerated trucks. Others have ice chests waiting in their vehicles. But we see lots, and I mean lots, of people wheeling out beef, chicken, even fish to cars and pickup trucks with no way to keep the food cold. It's 103 degrees outside. Why does that matter?
I was sick for a week.
A week?
It's terrible.
Lily Murray had some bad beef and broccoli in February, and she says it made her sick.
It was awful. I had to take so much time off work. I was throwing up in my trash can. Other people around me were just appalled at what was going on. It's just hard to control, especially when your body just rejects it.
Back at the restaurant supply store, things are about to get interesting because we're going to follow some of these people, and not everyone is traveling non-stop. This guy loads boxes of beef and some kind of a beef roast into his SUV. We follow him down the freeway, off the freeway, and into a parking lot.
It's 211. He stopped at a ABC discount center,
where he spends 15 minutes in a discount store before heading back out onto the road. It takes him a full hour to get to his restaurant, and it's 100 degrees outside.
Has chicken in those white containers, and he's putting them in the trunk of his car.
We also see someone else loading chicken and beef into a car. He drives down the road, gets to his restaurant, then walks around texting for 15 minutes before unloading the food.
And the chicken is finally in the freezer 43 minutes later.
Transporting foods like that, considered very risky.
Does this disappoint you?
Yes, it does.
Jaime Venares is the managing supervisor of the Maricopa County Environmental Services Department. He's in charge of restaurant inspections, and he says the law states perishable food is supposed to be kept 41 degrees or colder during transport. Anything warmer and
you could have bacterial growth, you could have possible contamination.
So I just loaded shrimp and beef in the back of that pickup truck, and it's 103 degrees outside. Now we see beef, shrimp, chicken, and fish put into the back of an open bed pickup truck. We follow them down the freeway where we wait in bumper-to-bumper traffic, down side streets to a South Phoenix restaurant where they leave the truck and the food in the parking lot for 10 minutes. Then they're back on the road and finally end up turning into an alley. I'm walking over to where that truck pulled in. We see them unloading the food into the back of a restaurant. It's been 45 minutes since they took the fish, chicken, and shrimp out of the restaurant supply store, and it's now 105 degrees outside. Excuse me. Hi there. I work for Channel 5 News. They don't want to talk. Why don't you put the food in an ice chest? It's so hot out. Hace mucho calor afuera. No answers here, but back at the restaurant supply, we see signs everywhere urging shoppers to pack their food in ice. They even offer it for free. As one of the top people in the enforcement agency, when you see people just say, I see that sign, but I'm going to do it this way anyway because I don't care.
Yeah, that's sad. It's really sad when you see people behave in that manner, because not only do they put someone else's health in jeopardy, they put their own business as well in jeopardy.
I spoke to the people at Restaurant Depot today, and they have a big program to encourage restaurant workers to transport this perishable food on ice. Last year, they gave away 2 million of those ice gels for free to their customers.
But unbelievable that so many people are not taking advantage of even having free ice. Okay, just to drive the point home, explain what can happen to food if you're driving it around in a warm car, in a hot car.
If that raw meat gets over 41 degrees, the bacteria that's already on it really multiplies quickly. And if it's fish, even if you cook it, the histamine that the bacteria leaves behind will make you sick.
Have to admit, this is really unnerving, but you want people to know what's going on. All right, Morgan Lowe.